We need to talk about some very basic facts that I'm embarrassed to say I've learned only recently, but Kelly's going to help us with this. And the facts simply, where does our money come from? Where does our support come from? Most of it comes from the state, and it goes to educational purposes, the support of the faculty and staff, and other curriculum items. Kelly will tell us more about that. About $4 million is in institutional money for Pell Grants and other, that includes the foundation scholarships. And then a much smaller portion, the $1.5 million from the county, which goes to keep up our entire properties. And anyway, it's very important that we know where these funds come from, and they don't cross. You can't take money from one category and move it to the next. So Kelly, please educate us on where our money comes from.
Yeah, like Dr. Visor said, we have 3 different sources of funds. We have state funding, which the General Assembly awards us every year. And this year, our budget for state funds was about $12.5 million, which is about 68% of our operating budget. We also receive institutional money, which, like Dr. Visor says, is our federal pass-through grants for students. It supports our students. So 80% of that funding is used just for student scholarships and grants. So that budget, like he told you, was $4.3 million, which is about 23%. And then the county funding is $1.5 million, and that money is from the Sampson County Commissioners, and that's about 9% of our budget. So our total operating budget is $18.4 million.
What amazes me is that we have all these buildings out here, many of which are over 25 years old. They all need maintaining. They all need electricity and plumbing. They need security. They need custodians. All of that's paid out of that $1.5 million from the county. That's stretching it pretty far. What can we do about that?
Well, we actually asked the county commissioners for some additional funding this year because we need to repair some roadways and repair some parking lots and replace a roof, and we need that money because the county money, you know, that $1.5 million is not going very far when it comes to 14 buildings on campus and supporting those.
One of the things Dr. Starling told me that it still just floors me. He said if someone donates a building to the college, that it becomes the county's responsibility to maintain that building after it's complete, and that goes on in perpetuity. So it's a serious financial commitment for the county to make, but they have to give permission for that. So we're very much dependent upon the county.
Yes, sir, and we're very thankful for their support.
Yeah. And I was interested to know where the foundation figured in all of this. So the Pell Grants account for what, about $3 million?
Yes, sir.
And then about $500,000 for the from foundation scholarships.
And then some of that state scholarships too, but a good portion of that is foundation. So, but foundation is a separate entity, so they raise the money, and like tonight, any money that's given is used to support students, and it's also used to support the mission of the college with like the Develop the East project that we're getting ready to begin.
Thank you, Kelly, for educating us on this. We're not going to be able to take the CPA exam based on this 2 minutes, but maybe we'll know a little bit more than we knew before. Thank you.
Yes.